2019 is almost over, meaning it's time for the 2020 market predictions. Tune in to Tom's Take right now. So it's the time of year to forecast what's going to happen in 2020. We're at the end of 2019, and what I've been doing is collecting a lot of data in terms of federal policy decision making. What's going on with inventory levels? What are the economic indicators? And I have 4 predictions I'm going to share with everyone based on data. This is not from story. This is not based on what I'm hearing. This is based on research and analysis of factual information. So the first prediction for 2020, rates are going to stay stable, meaning mortgage rates, and they maybe even might go down a little bit. There were 266,000 jobs added to the job market in November of 2019, and the chief economist for First American, Odetta Cushy, First American's a title company, he's saying that rates are going to continue to stay stable, and they may dip down a little bit. Again, all this fluctuates based on the 10-year T-bill, and because jobs have bumped up, it means that the Fed's probably not going to be reducing the key interest rate at their next meeting, at least with that sort of add to the job market. That's a really good economic sign. So this is also, according to some data from Keeping Current Matters, from Steve Harney, that rates are going to stay stable, and they may even go down a little bit. This time last year, everyone was talking about rates going up. They're going to be in the 5s. Obviously, that hasn't happened, and given what's going on with the economy and the fragility, they may stay pretty stable right where they are now in that high 3, low 4 range. Prediction number 2, prices are going to continue to rise because inventory is still very low, and you can't buy what's not for sale. So when there's low inventory, and Nick and I behind the camera literally just had this conversation, when there's low inventory, there's tons of competition. So it's not a question of value on paper, it's a question of supply and demand. And this isn't going to be across the board. We're seeing the first-time buyer and trade-up market. That's where the prices are going to continue to rise. And when you get into the luxury and premium market, that's where things are going to get a little soft because there's inventory that's elevated in those price ranges. People are hesitant to pull the trigger on those higher-priced homes. And what we see happening as well is that baby boomers aren't relinquishing their properties like people expected. We did a video last week about the silver tsunami, that there's all this new inventory that should be coming on the market in the next 20 years. That's not going to have a direct effect in 2020. So because baby boomers are holding on to their properties, people are living in homes longer than they did previously. Redfin came out with some data today that the average homeowner is living in their home 13 years. That number used to be 7 to 8. So there's a big jump there in how long people are living in properties. All of that is going to contribute to prices continuing to rise because inventory is so low. And that's going to vary from market to market. Overall, I see that trend happening in 2020. Prediction number 3, right now millennials, they made up 46% of loan origination this year. 46% of loan origination, so almost half. And what we're seeing is a lot of millennials, they're moving to suburban locations. So we're going to see downtown areas in suburban markets. So think Media, Narberth, Wayne, Bryn Mawr, Phoenixville, Westchester, those sort of places, the demand's going to be even higher there. And those are going to be independent markets in the larger townships and school districts that people look at because millennials are starting to move out that way and they want that downtown amenity that everyone's looking for. They want walkability. They want all those things. So those markets are going to be really robust from pricing and from activity, and also have a lot of competition. That's going to continue to happen as we head into 2020. And the 4th prediction I've got for you is that there's going to be even more tech innovation in the real estate industry. Right now, everyone is trying to win the tech arms race. There's companies like Keller Williams, Remax, Compass. They're all building their CRMs. They're acquiring technology companies. There was over $1 billion invested in real estate technology this year by venture capitalists. That's going to continue to happen as people look to automate the transaction and make it an easier and more hassle-free experience for buyers and sellers. That doesn't mean that agents are going to be removed. I see the exact opposite because tech can only get you so far. We're going to see more people spending money on tech, trying to make it easier, faster, more efficient, more hassle-free, and that's going to continue as well as we head into 2020. So some of these might be wrong, some of them may be right. What we're seeing is kind of more of the same in 2020 and some little intricacies that are different, rates especially. If you got any your own predictions, comment below. If you want to talk to me about any of this directly, let me know. Otherwise, we'll be back next week. Thanks for watching.